Alright. Man. Aria of Sorrow, dude. I haven't played this in forever now. Gosh. This is just bringing me back again. Okay, so select data. I recently did a Shovel Knight playthrough. Oh, I don't know how to call my guy. Sure, I'm gonna do the same thing as a Shovel Knight playthrough, just Nerdog. So I recently played the Shovel Knight game where I recommended... I'm not gonna say recommended, I informed people of the fact that most old school games, like these retro games, aren't available anywhere. However, there's a advanced collection of this series of games in particular, like the Game Boy Advance Castlevania games. So I bought them. I forgot that I did. I bought them like way back in May or June, and I actually attempted to play them back then, and I attempted to play them recently, and they suck. It's really bad. Because like, I don't know why those particular emulated versions, they do not want to accept you moving and jumping and attacking at the same time. It's just that the game eats your inputs, and it just doesn't want to let you play with a keyboard. Because these old games, I prefer to play with a keyboard. Okay, so, man, like this story. Who the heck are you? So you're just some student or whatever, some high school or college student, and you get transported into the Eclipse. It's just anime garbage. It's so campy. I love this. Man, we're in Dracula's castle. Huh? Dracula's castle? Are you telling me we are in Europe? Oh no, not Europe. The place where they have like healthcare? Yikes. No, we're inside the solar eclipse. Of course we're in a solar eclipse. Inside the eclipse? You're insane! Do you think I'm a fool? Selma, listen to him. He's telling you the truth. Man, this dialogue sucks. What the heck are you talking about? Give me an explanation. Well, it's like this. Huh? An enemy. Like, it's not voice acted, but I imagine if it was, it would be about as bad as what I'm making it to be. Because the reason that people play these games, it's not because of this garbage story. Damn, protect a girl. Yeah, go back to where you came from. You just stab a dude. Man, I love this garbage. So it has awakened. What has? Man, it's just like 10 layers of exposition. I don't care. Let me just skip this garbage. God bless. All right, so... As you've noticed, I've pressed the fast-forwarding button because the Castlevania Advanced Collection, one which I left a super cool negative review for, is garbage, and I paid full price for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the game in a ROM, in a Visual Boy Advance emulator. So, okay, what do? Go, set forth! Both your own life and hers are at stake. Oh yeah, you gotta protect the girl, you know, the weak girl, the girl from the inferior gender, which is useless. Yeah, man, I love these games. Gosh darn it. Yeah, of course you're always put in charge of like a weak woman, which is for some reason weak always. I don't care. So dumb. Okay, so I'm playing this with keyboard, which is pretty much the main reason I didn't want to play in the Castlevania Advanced Collection version, because like I said, it just it ate my inputs. Because later on you get these little wings that you can hover with, essentially. And if you... Oh, cool. I got lucky then. Alright, cloth tunic. So there's like a level up system and an equipment system in this game. It's just straight up an RPG. Okay, cloth tunic. Not too good, not too bad. So as I was saying, it would eat my inputs. And I played the Advanced Collection for a little bit. It sucked, by the way. As I was floating downwards, the game wouldn't let me sometimes move left or right and attack, which genuinely felt like someone was taking the keyboard away from me. Apparently, most of those issues are not present in a controller. Most of them. Not like all of them, most of them. Because I've also tried playing it on a controller, and it got just delayed constantly. Okay, so I'm gonna equip this sword, because it's slightly, yeah, it's got more reach than my dagger. Like, the dagger's fast, but enemies get pretty close in this game, and unfortunately, there's contact damage, which is you touch a thing, you get hurt. It's not like you get punched by a thing, you get hurt. You just, like, if you as much as scrape by something that isn't your friend, it hurts you. Like, imagine bumping into strangers when you go out and you just go like, ah, god damn it, and your arm explodes. You know, it's that level of ridiculous, but whatever. It's old school, and I remember really liking these games a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It sucks, it's not good, but this version so far is pretty good. Because I want to play with the keyboard. Because these games don't have a lot of buttons. There's up, down, left, right, you know, the D-pad. There's A and B, which is, you know, A jumps, B attacks. It's pretty simple. And there's L and R, which doesn't come into play too often. You know, you can play with those buttons in this game, but I remember it being way more comfortable to play this on a keyboard. And you know, start and select are barely used anyways, so why not play with the keyboard, which I grew up with while playing these little emulator games. Okay, I can't go up here right now. So, you know, that's it. That's the rant. I'm being a little criminal, a little bad boy, because I bought a product full price and it sucked, and capital S, sucked. And I'm playing an emulated version because the company who decided to port that game and made the game did not know how to make a proper port. So here I am, trying it out. On the Game Boy Advance. Come on, give me that. Let's go. Alright, so how far am I into this? 7 minutes, that's it? Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I was thinking about doing one boss per episode. However, if just... Okay, I imagine that's like a tutorial-ish situation where that's not a real boss. Kind of like in Shovel Knight, you get Black Knight first, and then you get to like choose a stage. I imagine it's like that. So I'm just gonna explore a little bit more. Oh my goodness, these guys hate me. Come on, you little weird eye dude. Come on, just get stabbed, man. A boom. Okay, so what do I do? Man, like, it feels so punchy. And with the keyboard, there's no delay. Just no delay on your inputs. It's just snappy, and I love this. Gotcha. There you go. Okay, so flying armor, there it is. Falls down at like a slow speed. Yeah, falling speed slows down and jump distance increases. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good... Oh boy, I don't want to get eaten by fish. Please perish, sir. Thank you. So you hold the R button to use this. And I remember holding this and not being able to... Okay, I'm just going to put myself here. Because you can move while jumping, and while you're doing that, you can also attack. And while you're doing that, you can also do this and attack. So, like, I'm pressing 3 buttons there. Because after jumping, I have to hold this, hold right, and attack to do that. And on the Steam version, I could not do this. It would only pick up, at most, sometimes, 2 inputs. So you have my seal of approval for the emulated version. Because the paid version, the full-priced paid version, I think it's like 20 or 30 bucks. Whatever it is way too much. It's just not good. It's not good. But so far, man, no complaints about this version. All right. Viewer. Okay, so I gotta go up here. Yeah, okay, this is why I needed the wings for. Hey, gentlemen. Okay. All right. Do I have to get rid of you? I don't think so, because the exit's right there. But you give me experience points, which I really like. Please. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sir. All right. How about you? A boom zombie soldier. Oh boy. Got a little too close. Yeah. That's contact damage. Like the dude touched me without even attacking me, and I just took hits. Like I can forgive these games because I understand that this is a Game Boy Advance. And I've mentioned in like a previous episode, like once or twice, that I'm also a game developer and I understand the limitations that these people have to go through and had to go through back then. Because this is a Game Boy Advance, right? You don't have a lot of memory to like put a lot of animations for a million attacks for enemies, you know? Okay, just die. And they really had to rely on contact damage, which I thoroughly disagree with. You know, like nowadays, I disagree with that kind of game design on these Metroidvania-like games. I really don't like it at all. Like, if the enemies were, like, visibly like, made of fire, or made of spikes, or they were spinning really fast, and yes, of course touching that will hurt you, but, like, bumping into a bat, you know? Into a little bat. It hurts you, look, yeah, it just hurts you. Because, like, the bat isn't actively, visibly attacking you, which always bothered me. And, like, even just touching this guy, like touching the little shield or something, the flat, blunt part of the guy's design, it hurts you, but, you know, old school stuff. It's just very video gamey logic. I don't mind nowadays, because I know limitations. Like, I don't even remember, like, how much this game weighs, like, megabyte-wise. I think it's 16 megabytes? Oh my goodness, I just got sword bonked in the head, just boom. Alright, I think the game is around, like, 16 or 32 megabytes, because I remember these Game Boy Advance ROMs, usually, like, they were in increments of, like, exponentially by 2. Like, a Game Boy Advance ROM was either 2 megabytes or 4 or 8 or 16 or 32, and I think this game is either 16 megabytes or 32 megabytes, which, you know, you can tell that it's not a lot of space for a video game. Even back then, it was really clutch to just make video games for these things. Like, the PlayStation 1 was out back then. I don't know if it was still in circulation in the market or if it was the PlayStation 2 at this point. But, yeah, like, 16 megabytes, even for then, it was pretty tight. It was pretty tight. There's not a lot of space for much. You gotta reuse assets all the time, you know? Not only because of budgetary reasons, but because of memory reasons within the cartridge itself. Okay, so where do I need to go? All right, I can go right down here. Okay. Because I've actually been playing... Oh! Combat knife. This one's pretty good. 37 attack. Nice. It's almost double than what I have. So I'm going to equip this, and I got a little cozy scarf. Okay, do I have better armor? I do. Okay, so this knife is pretty close range. Okay, boom. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty strong, but super, super close range. I gotta get very up close and personal with these guys. But it's strong, so it's worth it. So as I was saying, I've played these sorts of games before, and if you can't decipher what's currently on screen, so the little white circle that is, like, closing in on that place is where I am. And what's grayed out is where I haven't been. what is blued out, not the dark blue within the exterior of these walls, like this dark blue in specific, it's what I've already seen or explored. And from what I see, I can go right, and I know I can do that, not only because there's a little door here to the right, yeah, right here, but because on the little map, there's this little cyan blue line, which indicates me that I have a door there in the first place. When I was little, I did not understand this the first time, so I got super frustrated that I kept constantly getting lost in this game. And, you know, I was a little baby, so I just kind of stopped playing when I was a child. When I grew up and I developed a cool thing called a brain, I could tell that those were doors and corridors and stuff like that, because I didn't grow up with, you know, with a lot of friends by my side telling me like how these games work, so I had to decipher this all by myself. All right, zombie soldier, you're dead, dude. Boom. Okay, peeping eye. Okay. So I can't get up there. So the map might tell me that, yes, it's like, it's an open area and you can go up there, but you can go up there eventually. It's not like something that's guaranteed. Like, these games weren't built for like you to explore everything at any time. There's a set path that you have to follow. Sometimes. Because I know I need a double jump. I think I need a double jump to get there. Pretty sure I do. But you'll see what upgrades the game gives me as I play it. But I'm pretty sure the first pretty substantial one, besides the wings, it's the double jump, which immediately allows me access to these higher areas. Okay, ba-boom, please perish. Okay, so I haven't properly explained it before, but okay, ba-boom, please die, die. Okay, oh. All right, that arrow just like, it sniffed my foot and ran away. So as you've seen, I sometimes, a lot of times I break these little things. So within these things, there's usually money in values, I think, $1, $5, $10, $50, and $100. Sometimes big money bags drop. Yeah, I cannot get up there now because I'm too big and I need to be tiny to get there. And I wonder how I get there. All right, I'm gonna save for now. There you go. All right. Okay, 16 minutes. I can go a little longer. I'm gonna try to have these episodes be around 20 minutes. Oh, hello there. Hello, you're human, aren't you? Relax, my name is Graham. Let's just say I'm a missionary. Oh, I'm Soma Cruz. You weren't here in this shrine before, were you? How did you get here? I'm not sure. I went through the shrine gate and boom! I was here. I see. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead. I don't mind. Like, this dude comes across to me as the kind of guy who moans in agreement. Oh, are we in Dracula's castle? It most certainly is. Yes. But isn't Dracula's castle somewhere in Europe? In theory, yes. But his true castle exists somewhere else. His true castle? It's just garbage, just exposition. Like, is this a castle? Yeah. Is this a Dracula? Uh-huh. What's your name, Graham? Okay. What are you doing here? I'm a guy. All right. So what else? This thing. Shut up, man. The delivery in these games are pretty bad, but they're funny because of it. Like I said, I'm not playing this because of the story. Like, God forbid me. It's not good. It's just you gotta get up on the final boss room and punch a dude, and meanwhile have fun jumping around, stabbing mermen with your combat knife that dropped from a zombie soldier. It's dumb, right? It's supposed to be dumb fantasy. Just, Man, I love these campy stories that do their best to be taken seriously, but they're just so garbage. So as I was explaining a little while ago, when you like stab these things, you get money and sometimes you get hearts. All right, it's not dropping hearts right now, but it will drop eventually. And though the hearts, they don't refill your health, they refill your magic, which made me slightly confused when I was a little baby Babis, because I had played Zelda before. Okay, yeah, it dropped a heart there. I had played Zelda before, and I associated hearts with, you know, health. There you go. It doesn't fill much, but it helps. Especially when you're just walking around stabbing dudes. Okay, but boom. God. It's fine. But yeah, that's it. That's usually one of the two drops. Boom. Old Castlevanias had sub-weapons. Like, when you picked them up, you had, like, this boomerang. Like, I think you had a Bible or a book or whatever. I know there was this throwing axe. I know there was a throwing axe that you, you know, it just, you throwed it, and it just went in an arc. And it went through walls and ceilings and stuff. The chapel, Okay. Let's see. Boom. Ghost is dead. Okay, so this place. I don't know if there's anything useful in this little area that I'm in, but I'm still gonna explore it because I don't fully recall. All right, nice. Okay, so you really do need to level up in this game. Because if... This is from what I remember. I could be wrong nowadays, because it's been a while since I've last played this, like, fully. Like, a good couple of years. And by a couple, I mean at least 10. Or 15. Because I'm not a 30-year-old man. Yeah, I think the last time I played this, I was still a teenager. No, sorry, I think the last time I finished this, I was a teenager. But gosh dang it. Alright. I don't remember there being anything particularly useful here. It's just a little area you get to explore. It's just the adventure itself, you know? It doesn't have to have, like, an awesome artifact. Just the fact that you ventured upwards into an area, into a very precarious area, where there's no save file to be seen. Save file, like, save point that fully restores you. Okay, there's two big potions up there. And I don't know why they're so up there, because if you're starting out, you need those potions, right? But when you already got the double jump, you already have so much health that you don't need to come back to this little weak area and grab those things. They're just not useful anymore. So I don't understand why those are just up there and that's it. Oh boy. All right. Did I have to fall in a different place? Probably not. Yeah, it's fully explored. I don't think there's anything else that I can do here. Yeah, the prize were those two potions, and they're not useful, which is silly to say the least. So whatever, I'm just gonna keep going. But at least I gotta level up and some extra experience points. I really need the mana. Holy heck. I think I already got the ghost soul. Okay, so in this game, there's a system where you have souls. You have an active ability. You have a secondary, like, support ability, like the flying armor, which you hold a button to activate. The winged skeleton is the one where I press up and attack and I throw the spear. And the yellow souls are just passive augments, just stat boosts, I mean. And, like, similar stuff, and I don't have any yet, but I will. Okay, ghost. Yeah, you just send these two homing missiles. They're pretty useful early game because they deal holy damage. Okay, so notice how, like, my normal attack is just like this flash, but when I use this and I hit, it does that, like, ding sound, and that means it's being super effective. Because I dealt, like, way more damage with the ghost soul. Look. 58, while my attack is 36, and that should be useful against some bosses. It's not useful against, like, everything at all times. Yeah, like, See, it hit the guy twice and killed him immediately. Ba-boom. Alright. What is up here? Oh, wait, I think it's just like another corner of adventure. Alright, these ladies, they have a lot of reach. So I gotta stab him in the butt. Come on. Boom. So that enemy, I can sort of understand having contact damage because her swords are always out. And if it's visibly dangerous, like if their design is just visibly don't touch me, because like it's so obvious that if you do, just the touching will get you hurt. Okay. There's a sword up there, but I'm pretty sure it's not very good. So I don't know if I should bother, but I'm gonna get it just for the sake of you, the viewer, seeing how sometimes these little drops are useless. Okay, rapier. Okay, so I got this dagger pretty fast, pretty powerful. So let's see, rapier. It's way weaker than what I have. But like, pretend that like the comet knife did not drop for me. I'm gonna go for the rapier. It takes a while to be drawn out. And it doesn't allow for my like little trick. Yeah, because the rapier takes a moment before it actually stabs forwards like so. And it has to go like over Soma's head. So I can't do this like too easily. The same way that I do with the combat knife, because the knife is just like immediately like front stab. And I can do this like jump and attack. And as soon as I fall, I press attack again. So I get to do this. Like, ba-ba, like this, you know? That's why these knives are very, very powerful. You know, low reach, but high speed, high risk, high reward. I enjoy these knives. So I'm gonna keep them for now. Oh, tiny devil. All right. And I know this game has a direct sequel called Dawn of Sorrow, which I played like a million billion years ago when I was still a teenager, but I haven't finished yet. So maybe I will play that in the future. Okay, oh boy. If I accidentally, like, if I do this every once in a while, it's because I pressed the Alt key accidentally, because I'm playing on a tiny keyboard. It's a keyboard that my lovely fiance lent me. It's a, what's it called? It's a ducky keyboard. It's a tiny white keyboard. It's backlit. I put some pink lines on because it's cute. And it's not a clicky keyboard because my actual keyboard, it's those ones that go clicky clacky really loud. It's got, I think, blue switches. It's real loud, and whatever I did, it will always pick up on the microphone, even if I removed background noise pretty hard. And, you know. Alright, you're gonna get bonked. Bonk. Oh no. Please, sir. Thank you. Bada boom. There we go. Bada boom. Boom. Alright. Okay, boss. Oh, this is just a regular guy. I remember fighting that guy later on. Can I run up here? I could just go up here. The boss arena is so huge. Alright. Okay. Okay, unpleasant to say the least. Alright, I know this is an emulator, but I'm gonna do my gosh darn best not to use save states. Because, like, I think the game is fair enough to, like, not warrant the use of save states, despite, you know, having some old school BS that is sort of sort of unexcusable nowadays. I think I can put up with it. Oh, there you go. It was easier than I thought. Okay. Please and thank you. All right, so I need to find a save file. A save file. A save point. So whenever I say save file, it's likely that I'm talking about the save point. Unless I'm talking about, like, actually saving the game. Boom. Like, not saving the game, loading the game. You load from a save file, and you save at a save point. There you go. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna find a save file if I just keep going there. So I think I gotta go back. Actually, you know what? I can just keep going, whatever. Ba-boom. Can I get up there? No, I think that's one of the areas where I need the double jump in order to access it. Like we saw early on with the taller ledges. Yeah, I can't go up there right now. I really can't. Yeah, so I gotta go down. Okay, so this dude, yeah, he stabs me in the... He attempts to stab me in the head while I'm standing up. So he just kind of lean downwards and stab. Okay, I'm gonna use this as a good stopping point for this episode. Because I know there's like a new area up ahead. So, all right, thank you for coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.